You and me both have unfair advantages. Today, I'm going to share with you the 6 steps to knowing and uncovering your true unfair advantage. Scott Oldford, and it's time to amplify and magnify your unfair advantage. You know what the beautiful thing is about entrepreneurship? We all have an unfair advantage. This is what I believe is one of our biggest abilities to serve our marketplace and forget about the competition. Because I don't know about you, I don't have time to check out my competition. I need to be focused on myself, who's in the mirror, increasing, amplifying, and magnifying my own unfair advantage. So, here are the 6. The first, experience. Your experiences in your life, your stories, the things that have happened to you, the good and the bad and the ugly, those are unique to you. There's nobody else on earth that has the same experiences as you. So I want you right now to write down your 3 kind of top experiences, either top or worst. One of mine, I was $750,000 in debt just a few years ago. So that created experience and stories that nobody else can ever have. I remember being in the gas station, tears in my eyes after using the last gas card, after transferring my air miles 4 gas cards, not knowing how I was going to be able to fill up my car in the next 2 weeks. That's an experience that I cannot have with barely anybody else. And you have the exact experiences that are part of your unfair advantage. The second is skills. You have skills that more than likely very few other people have. For me, my skill is the ability to market and to sell and to be able to show up incredibly well. It's the fact that I've been able to have and develop these skills over the past 15 years that make them so incredibly valuable. Now the thing is, you also have skills that allow you to apply them inside of your unfair advantage. So I want you to write down 2 or 3 skills that you know are very few other people actually have. Now, they can be really anything, both entrepreneurial and non-entrepreneurial, but what I do know is they're unique to you. Now, all of us are born with specific talents, things that we're good at that most people aren't and that we are naturally. Now, this talent is typically something that allows us to be naturally good at it. And most of us have a couple of natural talents, things that we just kind of, as along the way of our journey of life, realized we were good at without actually having to spend the time. So I want you to write down right now a couple of your specific talents, things that you are naturally good at. One of mine is just naturally, honestly, being able to connect the dots, being able to see the puzzle pieces. That's one of the things that I've always been really good at, is being able to see the world in a little bit of a different way. And I'm sure you have your own talents and unique abilities that you can put on that paper right now. The fourth is knowledge. Now, this is all the books and the mentors you've had and the information that you've been able to dissect and digest into who you are. It's the things that perhaps you don't even know that you know, but this knowledge creates an unfair advantage because not a lot of people know about those things. For me, it's about online marketing. It's about being able to grow businesses to 7 figures beyond. It's about being able to do the things that I've been able to learn from just literally repetition, doing it over and over again, along with all the mentors and the people and the things that I've surrounded myself with. For you, write down 2 or 3 of the things that you are super knowledgeable about that most people are not. The fifth is your character. Now, your character is something that's developed each and every single day. Every single time that you've had an up point or a down point, your character's been developed. Your character is developed by the people you surround yourself with and your environment. And your character is what allows someone to be attracted to you or be repelled by you. Inside of business, it's very important that we are able to polarize and magnetize people that are relevant towards our actual character. So I want you to put down 2 or 3 things that are very specific about your character that are an unfair advantage. For example, for myself, I typically resonate with a very specific group of people. A lot of people do not like me, and that is totally okay, because those that are magnetized towards me, and those are the people I end up doing business with. The same is typically something that you want to have inside of your business, inside of your life as well. And the very last is your connections, the people that you know. almost one of the most important parts are the mentors and the people that you build strong relationships with, the people that trust you and that you trust. These relationships and these connections will open doors and open opportunities for you that some other people would never be able to have. So go ahead and write down 2 or 3 or 4 connections that are very, very important to you and where you're going in the next 5 years. So we've gone through the 6 things that create your unfair advantage. And it's very important that you understand your unfair advantage. If you've been writing this down in front of you, you have the 6 core components of an unfair advantage that are yours. Everything from the skills to the connections to the knowledge that you have. This unfair advantage can now be packaged inside of your business because this is the DNA of who you are, and this is the DNA of who you are as an entrepreneur. This is something that nobody else can replicate, and even if someone has the same knowledge or the same skill, they don't have the same character, the same connections. So this creates a overall component inside of your life where it's not about competing, it's just about simply understanding your unfair advantage and being able to realize that there is an abundant amount of resources in our world, and for you, you have this unfair advantage that can now be magnified and amplified through your business so that you can deliver the value and serve the people that mean the most to you. This has been Scott Oldford, and today I hope you have a better idea of your unfair advantage. So if you enjoyed this content and you want more of it, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. And if you want other entrepreneurs just like you to be able to also access this information, this knowledge, make sure you go ahead and share it with someone that means the most to you. Remember, as entrepreneurs, it's our job to be able to help other entrepreneurs continue to elevate, allowing us to evolve society and evolve our world. I'll see you next time. Bye.